If you have ever wondered, what are you doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Why is everybody else able to make money online? Why is everybody else able to start businesses? Why is everybody else able to live a life that I desire living, but I can't figure out what the heck I'm doing wrong? If that is you, baby, watch this video. I am so excited about this video because, as per usual, I'm being transparent as to what I used to think about and what was holding me back, and the areas that I had to improve and the things that I had to do in order to get to the place that I am today. But I'm also giving you literally the cheat code. I'm not going to hold you up. Let's just get right into it. I just had a meeting with my developer yesterday, and if we stay doing exactly what we are doing, we are on track to $100,000. And when I tell you I am in awe, I am in awe. But I knew that this day would come. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure you get comfortable. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the family, because why the hell not? If you are one of my day ones, I appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, comment, and if you're already subscribed, you're good, right? So let's get right into it. If you have been trying to figure out, what the heck am I doing wrong? What is it that I should be doing that I'm not doing to get out of this 9 to 5 rat race? Why do I feel unfulfilled in this life? Why is it that every time I walk into this job, before I get in there, I gotta pray or compose myself, listen to gospel music, or do whatever it is I have to do to get my mind right, to get me through the day? And when I get off of work, I am more mentally and energetically drained than I am physically exhausted. Let me tell you something. That was me. Okay. A lot of you know, but a lot of you don't know that I had a very cushy corporate healthcare job, right? And when I tell you cushy, I mean cushy, the cushiest of the cushiest. And I was still so unfulfilled. When I tell you cushy, I mean, I lived 3 minutes away from my job. I was getting paid very well, very well. My benefits were great. I had my 401k lined up. I had been in corporate healthcare for over 15 years. So like I had, paved my path and created my way. And if I wanted to, I could have literally stayed right there for the next 20 years and just continued, doing that. But every time I walked in there, I felt unfulfilled. Every time I got into the building, I was like, what the heck am I doing? And why is it that I feel like this? Because there are people that pray to be in this position. So why do I feel so unfulfilled? Why do I not feel proud of what I'm doing? Why do I feel like I'm living someone else's life? That is something that I used to tell my coworkers all the time, and they are a testament. I would say I am living somebody else's life. This is not my life. And I had to figure out, I was like, okay, God, I need to do something else, because I'm grateful for where you have me. I'm grateful for the position that you got me in. But I know that you have more for me. And without what's the word I'm looking for? Without exaggeration, I literally felt like a caged bird. Like a caged bird has everything that it needs, right? It has food, water, it has the little perch or whatever. It can fly here a little bit, fly here a little bit. But what are birds meant to do? Birds are meant to soar. Birds are meant to fly and be able to spread their wings, right? And I felt like I was a little caged bird. And so in this video, we are going to talk about 3 ways that I overcame everything that was holding me back from getting out of that cage, from getting out of that situation of feeling unfulfilled. And I want you to not only listen to this video, but I want you to feel the feelings that resonate on the inside of you as you are listening to this video, as you are watching this video, because those feelings are here to tell you something. Those feelings are here to really trigger you to do something different. And I know how hard it is making money and starting businesses and, side hustles and all of these things. Is it easy? No, it's not always easy. Is it simple? yes, once you know the strategy, once you know and understand what it is that you are doing, once you understand the barriers that are holding you back, you understand buyer psychology, you understand how to enter the market, how to position yourself in the market, it does become simple. And I want this for you too. So let's just get right into it. The very first thing that I had to do was to, one, accept that I was afraid. I had to accept that there was a belief on the inside of me, something along my journey in my experience of life made me feel like I was incapable, made me feel like no one would listen to the things that I had to say, made me feel like I did not belong in the spotlight or in front of the camera. Because that's something that I used to say all the time. I don't belong in front of the camera. And you may not even want to get in front of the camera, and that may not even be your journey. But for a long time, God had been like pulling me and like nudging me in the direction of getting on and sharing my experiences, and really just sharing the things that I've learned through, throughout my life and on my journey. And I tried it in so many different ways. I tried a podcast. I tried, doing a little blog situation. When I tell you I tried everything that you could think of, I tried everything. And eventually I was like, all right, God, I heard you, right? I heard you, right? But I'm going to need you to hold my hand through this process, because I cannot do this alone. And my story was, I had to get in front of the camera, not because I needed to show my face or any of the things, but I had to get in front of the camera because I needed to build my confidence. I had to get in front of the camera because I needed to address the fears that I had. I had to get in front of the camera because I had to really acknowledge the limiting beliefs and the things that were actually holding me back. It was not even about getting in front of the camera. It was everything that I was dealing with internally, and God used me getting in front of the camera as a way to develop my character and to really highlight and show me the things that was really keeping me from getting to the place that I wanted to get to. Had I not sat down in front of the camera the day that I did, and had I not continued being consistent, regardless of how uncomfortable, how afraid, how much imposter syndrome got into my mind, and I thought about, I'm not qualified to do this. All of the things, everything that you think about, everything that comes up in your mind, I have felt it, I have thought it, I promise you. But I had to push through that. And since that day up until this point, what I've realized is that everything that I wanted was on the opposite side of the fear. Everything that I wanted was on the other side of the insecurities. It was on the other side of the imposter syndrome. It was on the other side of the limiting beliefs. But I would not have been able to get to this place unless I had first admitted that, you know what? I am afraid. I am scared. I don't feel qualified all the time. I don't feel all the way qualified. I don't know if anybody is even going to listen to what I have to say. Am I good enough? Am I worthy? Like all of these things. And in those feelings, I had to sit in those feelings and do them anyway. My mentees can tell you, one of the things that I have my mentees start with is the confidence on camera challenge. And the reason why I have them get on camera, it's not because I want you to show your face. It's not because I want you to get on here and be a YouTube star. Although if that's what you're going to end up being and doing, by all means. It's because getting in front of the camera starts to bring up things within you that you have been trying to suppress and you have been trying not to deal with and not to face. And those things are the things that I need to come up for you so that you can start facing those things, because whether you decide to be camera facing or not, those things are going to surface in another part of your journey. So you might as well go ahead and acknowledge them. You might as well go ahead and say, you know what? I am going to do this afraid because I have to address what's going on internally. Your external life, and that's something that I had to realize. There was nothing going on externally that was not a direct reflection of what was going on internally, right? So I had to address everything that was going on the inside first. So the first thing would be to acknowledge the fact that you're afraid. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to not feel qualified all the time. But it's not okay to allow that fear and to allow those limiting beliefs and those imposter syndromes to keep you right there. You have to do the thing afraid. You have to do the thing afraid, regardless of how you feel. Okay, so let's get into number 2. The second thing that I had to do was to not try to do everything all at once. I wanted to get to the finish line quick. Okay, you ever been to the gym and you want to walk into the gym, and when you walk out, you want your body to be exactly the way you want it to be? You want your body to be T. Okay, you ever started something and you just started, but you want to be at the finish line already? Like, I just got on this plane, but I wish I was in Costa Rica right now. Like, I could blink my eye or like click my heels and be where I want to be. But no, right? I had to reel it in and be okay with the fact that it's okay to take baby steps. It's okay to put one foot in front of the other. This has been a trending theme for me in the past few weeks. And I've been telling people, and even people have been having to remind me, like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So it's really about not just getting to the finish line so that you can prove it to other people that you got to the finish line. It's really about taking the small steps and compounding on those small steps so that you can prove it to yourself, right? A lot of the reasons why we don't accomplish the things that we want to accomplish is because we don't really trust ourselves to accomplish those things. We want to. The desire is great. It's like, I want to do this. I want to live this life. I want to have this house. I want to have this car. I want to be able to do this for my children. I want to be able to, have this spouse or whatever it is that we desire. The desire is great to have, right? But we don't truly trust ourselves to get to those things because we have started and stopped, started and stopped, started and stopped. And we haven't really proven to ourselves that we can accomplish the things that we have been saying that we want to accomplish, right? So how do you build trust with yourself is by setting small little micro goals and accomplishing those small little micro goals. And the more you accomplish those goals, the more you start to trust yourself little by little by little by little. So even if it's, I am going to record 2 videos this week. That's it. I'm going to record 2 videos this week. I am going to post 2 videos this week, whether they are I feel ready or I don't feel ready. Or I'm going to, I won't say apply to jobs, but if that's what you want to do, if that's your goal, set the goal. Like, I'm going to apply to this many jobs, or I'm going to be consistent in the gym 3 days this week. Just make I'm going to eat better this week. Small micro goals and small micro promises to yourself. That's how you build trust. And the minute that you start proving those little, achieving those little goals and proving those little things to yourself, you start building trust, and you realize that those things start to compound. Today, it's only, I'm going to be in the gym 3 days a week. And then 2 weeks from now or next week, it's like, okay, I'm going to be in the gym 3 days a week. But instead of going for 15 minutes, I'm going to stay for 20 minutes, right? Just compound interest, right? Just little by little by little. Now, I don't want you to use this as an excuse to not stay the course or to use your procrastination as a way out, right? To say, well, I'm doing things little by little, and I've been working on this dream for 30 years and I'm just taking my time with it, baby. No, because you also want to be doing things that's going to move the needle in whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish, right? Not just doing busy work. And I find that a lot of the times people just do the busy work, the things that make them feel like they are accomplishing something, when they really aren't doing the things that's getting you closer to the goal that you want. For me personally, I was like watching all of these videos, getting all of this information, like getting all of what I thought I needed, writing all of these notes down, saying my affirmations and doing all of these things, and I was not going nowhere. Okay, nowhere. But then I realized, like, okay, what is the very next step that I need to do to get me further on and to get me further to the thing that I wanted to accomplish? And I realized that the first thing was for me to accept that I didn't know what the hell I was doing, right? As many videos that I had watched, I just did not know what the heck I was doing. And I had to decide that I was going to work with somebody. I invested in mentorship, and that mentorship changed the game. Not only because my mentor is like so great at what he does, but also being in environments where I don't feel alone, being in environments where I don't feel like I'm the only one working on trying to achieve something. I'm telling you, your environment changes the game in your business. Okay, your environment changes the game in your business. It changes the game in your life. Right? You get around the right people. You get around people that are thinking differently than you are. You get around people that are actually achieving the things that you want to achieve. You stay around them long enough, they are going to convince you that you can do the exact same thing. And it's because you absolutely can. So that's number 2, just making sure that you take small action every single day. Notice I say every day and not every week. Not every month, every day, and not every couple of months. Trying to stay consistent and taking small bites at a time. There was a time where I felt like I was sick and I did not feel like eating. And I had to remind myself, like, I don't have to eat the whole thing right now. I just have to take one bite. And I just have to give my body that little bit to start. And then I work my way up to taking another bite, right? And eventually I will get to a place where maybe I didn't finish my plate that day, right? Maybe I didn't finish drinking the whole bowl of soup in that one sitting, but I was feeding my body little by little. So my body was getting the energy that it needed little by little. So eventually I got to a place where I was able to consume the whole bowl of soup or the whole plate of food. Same concept. And 3 is just a piggyback from what I just said, getting in the right environments, okay? The environments, getting around people that believe in you. Why do they believe in you? Because they believe in themselves, right? You don't have to always be the smartest person in the room. Okay, if you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room, because eventually you are gonna have to start dumbing yourself down, right? And you are going to turn into them, right? Whatever it is that they're doing, that's what you're gonna end up doing. But a lot of the times people don't get to the place that they want to get to in life because, one, they feel like they could do it by themselves. They don't need no help. They don't need to be surrounded by nobody that's doing anything different or doing anything better. And baby, if that is your thought process, keep doing that. Keep doing that for as long as you feel like you need to do it. But I know personally for me, when I got around and in the environments that helped me grow, that's when I flourished and blossomed the most. And it continues to this day. Me being in my office space surrounded by other business owners changed the game for me. So I would say make sure you get yourself connected to, whether it's me or not me, get connected to someone or a group of people that are doing what you want to do, achieving the things that you want to achieve, and that can speak life into you, that can guide you and really lead you down the direction of where you're trying to go. Because you can't tell me how to build a house if you have never built a house. I wouldn't even dare get on this camera and tell you how to get to your first sale, how to get to consistent sales, how to start a business, how to do, if I have never done any of that myself. So get in front of people that are able to hold your hand through the process. You will feel 10 times lighter. Like my mentees now, I just got an email yesterday. Like, I just want to pick your brain on something. I just want to ask you, what do you think about this idea? I don't necessarily have to have all the answers, but I'm further along than that person is. And so they trust that my thought process is going to be able to contribute to what it is that they're trying to achieve. So that is it for this video. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that something that I said in this video resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I love when you guys comment. I love when you guys like the video and let me know that, you know, you feel me, you hear me. Like, I'm not just speaking to, you know, into the void. Although even if what I said resonates with just one person that watches this video, if that one person is you, my job is done. Because I'm not talking to everybody. I created this video for you. There was something that I said that you needed to hear, and I'm just grateful to be able to be used as the vessel to deliver that message to you. And so I am happy that you are here. If you are on this entrepreneurial journey, if you are working a 9-to-5 that you absolutely despise, or you just know that you could be doing something better or different, I will be happy to work with you. I will be happy to hear where you are on the journey, the things that you have tried, and we can work together to figure out how you can monetize the things that you already know. Take that everything that's up here, get it out here into the world so that you can serve the person that needs to hear your voice. And all of my resources are down in my description, below. Feel free to book a call with me. Feel free to whatever you need to do. Just remember that procrastination is disobedience, and you cannot say that you want to go to this place in life and not take action on getting to that place in life. And sometimes you also have to just take heed, right? Just take heed to someone that has your best interest at heart. I don't want anything more than you accomplishing the goals that you want to accomplish. That is what brings my heart joy, because I know that it's possible for you. So I'm not going to talk your ear off. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for getting to this point of the video, because the attention span of most people is that of a goldfish. And so for you to have gotten to this point of the video, God has something to say to you. And there's something. And I can't wait to hear about or see you accomplish the things that you set out to accomplish in this journey, on this earth, in this time, space, reality. I love you guys so much. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.